Is one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. But he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down now. It's Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, buying time to his left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go. D, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180. Hey, watch the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got to step it up.
Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. That's taken on the 25. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. About 3 yards there to the 27. From the 27, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, they'll run with White. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with counter. Down following a gain of 3.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Check 4, check 4. Check, bro. Check hot, bro. Hot.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. No spacing.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Like 80. 50 seconds to mine. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Johnson was the intended receiver. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Ingram again. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And no room to maneuver there. Give them a yard up to the 47. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Easy.
Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Connor on the toss play. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Switch. Solid, 5 down.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Alert. Hey, 48. You don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Check pass.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win them.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Now what can Jackson do here at overtime? He's going to find his tight end Boyle.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Ingram. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he got it! The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.